and welcome to my channel, and this is the December 2017 wrap-up part 2. In the month of December, I decided to do something a little bit different and put my weeks together. Well, give you guys a review of the books that I read for the week instead of doing it all as one package. If you have watched part 1, then you already have heard all this, but I'm going to go over it again just in case someone hasn't watched that video. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have watched my November wrap-up, which was done in vlog style, where I did a little short review after each one and then put them together. Or if you like this style, where I do it as a week and then put it together at the end of the month. Or if you like my original style that I did for the most part of last year, where I just stood in front of the camera and let you guys know what I read for the entire month. This video is weeks 3 and 4 wrap-up review, and yeah, I did a lot of reading at the end of December. I read 9 short stories, and that brings out the total to 7 books for those 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks of December. Lots and lots to talk about. I finished the Team Player anthology, and that was 9 stories. It was an arc, so I got to finish all of those stories, and they were wonderful. Overall, I'm giving this whole anthology a 4-star rating, because there were some stories that I just didn't connect with, or that were a little lacking for me, but at the same time, I really enjoyed them. And so the stories that I read were Full Court Press by Kennedy Ryan, and I gave that one 3.75 stars. Slapped in Love by Rachel Paige, I gave that one 4 stars. I read Out of Formation by Ella Fox, and I gave that one 3.5 stars. I read Back in the Game by Meghan Quinn, I gave that one 4 stars. I read Yard Sale by Charleigh Rose, and I gave that one 4 stars. I also read Sin Bin by Mandi Beck, and gave that one 4 stars. I read One Good Man by Emma Scott, and gave that one 3.75 stars. Switch Hitter by Sara, I gave that one 3.5 stars. And finally Cross by Adriane Locke, and that one came out at 3 stars. If you want to know more about my thoughts on why I gave those different ones specifics, please go check out that Goodreads review. I'll link that down in the description box as well. The next book I finished was King, and that's King #1 by T.M. Frazier. I gave this book 4.25 stars. I listened to it on audiobook. I don't know why it has taken me so long to get to a T.M. Frazier book, but yes, I really enjoyed it. It is so very dark and twisted, and it's just grimy and dirty, and if you're not into those sort of feelings when it comes to your books, it's about a motorcycle club. Well, not really a motorcycle club. It's about a guy that just got out of jail and a girl who has no clue who she is, and she ends up going to this motorcycle party, or his coming home party. She's homeless. She doesn't know who she is. Her name is Doe. She wants to go to this party so that she can find someone to take care of her, because motorcycle clubs are, you know, I guess known to have their women and take care of them. So she wants to go and offer herself up so that she doesn't have to starve anymore. Like I said, he's not part of the motorcycle club, but he has some association with it, and there's lots of twists and turns, dark craziness that goes on, and I'm kind of kicking myself that I used my other audiobook credits to listen to a couple of different books, because the ending to this book was just like, what I need to. So that is definitely, the rest of the series is definitely going to be on my top priority to listen to in 2018. Then I read Refrain and Reprise by Sadie Grubor, which is a arc. It was an arc, and it's a novella. I gave that book 3.5 stars. I enjoyed the book, and it makes me want to read more of the series. I enjoyed the first part of it. It was different. It's a standalone short story or novella, so technically I should be able to read it all by itself and not have any issues with it. The thing with me was that The first part of it really had me, you know, pulled me in. It's about an opera singer and a rock star bad boy. They have this like weird, crazy, volatile relationship, and you know, you're getting their story and getting how they hooked up and how they know each other and things like that. And then right in the middle of the book, right in the middle of the short novella, you get this backstory about all these other rock stars. And it's like, you threw me out the story. And then the ending goes back to them again, and then it just seemed like it was over too quickly. So that was my only criticism for that. It does make me want to go and read the rest of the series so that maybe I can put all the connections together and be happy about that. Then I read Doctor Patient Confidentiality by Stephie Walls. I give this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed the aspect that it was a party girl who had some issues and decided to get wild and crazy one night and did something kind of twisted and dirty, and then she had to sort of keep it a secret. And she's rich and she has famous last name and things like that, so she really has to worry about her reputation. I really enjoyed that. I did find her a little bit whiny, but in the end, you know, I enjoyed the book. I think it was more of a short story, maybe, possibly, or a novella, but not exactly sure. Then I did a reread of This Man Confessed by Jodi Ellen Malpas, and I still give that book 5 humongous amazing stars. It was a reread, as I said. I still loved it, and I can't wait for this new book to come out. Oof, so excited in 2018. I also did a reread of 50 Shades of Grey. I listened to it on audiobook. I still give it 5 stars. I definitely understand why people think that Anna is whiny in the book after listening to it on audiobook, because yeah, the narrator, I think, did a really good job at bringing out all of the feelings that go along with the characters of Anna and Christian. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I still love it, and I can't wait to see the 3rd movie here in a couple months. Lastly, I read The Wright Brother by K.A. Linde. I give this book 5 stars. I listened to it on audiobook in preparation for The Wright Secret, which comes out next month in January. And I was honored to get a ARC copy of The Wright Secret, so I wanted to get sort of caught up. These books are standalone books, but it's also nice to have some of the backstory of where they came from and why they're getting their own book type thing. And The Wright Brother does just that. I picked it up. It's about a 9-hour audiobook, and I picked it up in the middle of the day on December the 30th. And I could not put it down. Could not put it down. I had to listen to it. And I laughed out loud. I swooned. I felt for the characters. This book is about Jensen and Emery. And Jensen is the oldest brother. He's the CEO of their construction company. And I absolutely loved it. Emery was strong. She's a strong female character. She did drop out of her PhD program, but she has reasons for that, and she has issues as well, but she was written in such a way that she was strong enough to hold on to Jensen's issues as well as deal with her issues at the same time. So it was just, I loved it. I loved every aspect about it, and I can't wait to devour the other books that I have on audiobook for this series, and also get into the arc that I also have. And that concludes week 3 and 4, December 2017's wrap up, for a total of 6 books and 9 short stories. Overall, for the month of December, I read 16 books. What? Amazing. Yes. Let me know down in the comments, as I asked before, if you guys like the style or, you know, what have you. Please. Were there any that you have read and have different feelings about? Let's discuss that down in the comments. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. I started a blog and a Goodreads group, so go check that out. Thank you for watching. Happy New Year and welcome to 2018.